Everyone, today I'm going to give you my usual weekly updates on the journey of a serial entrepreneur thread. So it's a lovely Monday morning, sunny, joy to run today. Well, I say a joy. I did a half marathon barefoot style yesterday. You'd have seen that. So my legs are a bit stiff, but a bit of a recovery run today, so just taking it nice and easy. But yeah, it's these are really good, almost counselling sessions for me, because I think when you're an entrepreneur or a serial entrepreneur, what I mean by serial is maybe you've got multiple businesses you're working on as opposed to just one. And with that, you always constantly battle internally. Am I getting enough done? Am I productive? Am I doing the right things at the right time? Am I prioritizing effectively? Do I manage my time well? Am I supporting my team as well as I should? All these types of questions you'll constantly be asking yourself. And one of the real good benefits of this vlog for me is holding me accountable as well. I'm going to have weeks where it feels like I've done nothing. And when I give you these weekly updates, hopefully it will become apparent when I've had good weeks and when I haven't. But that's okay. The key thing is, if you do have bad weeks, you make sure the next one is a productive one. And just use this as a, it's like a weekly check-in. And there's it's a book that it's very relevant. It's a 12-week year. Really, really cool book about how you manage goals and how you deal with milestones over 12-week periods. And you do a weekly scorecard, which is basically checking in with the most important things that you're due to do each week and scoring whether you achieve them. And it's almost like a weekly examination. You get a percentage for how many of the important things you needed to achieve each week you actually completed. So I'm not going to go into that. Maybe I'll introduce something like that further down the line if it's something that people see as good value. And we can get a team of people doing the 12-week year. But yeah, we'll leave that for another episode. So what's happened in my business this last week, or businesses? Well, my property business, we're selling a block of flats at the moment. It's with conveyancing at the moment. We're just resolving queries and inquiries, all those types of things that you have to do back and forth, documentation to be provided. I'm selling all my peripheral portfolio. So anything that's outside an hour's radius of where I live in Cambridge, I'm selling. I think there might be one or two others outside of that area, which I won't be selling. And obviously, like I said the week before, I'm at a stage where I'm consolidating my portfolio. I'm trying to drive efficiencies now. I want to reduce my gearing significantly, clear all the redemption figures with all the multiple lenders, and so that's what we're doing. I've had people say the property market has slowed significantly, and although I don't disagree with that, it is still moving. And the reason I say that is we've had 3 offers come in this week on properties in the north. So we're negotiating at the moment to try and get the best price for us. To obviously make sure it fits with what we're trying to achieve. So that's positive. On the morning, on the front of the portfolio that we're keeping, we're partway through an HMO exit plan, which is, as I said before, we're converting our HMOs, bar 2, I think, back to single occupancy tenancies. And what we mean by that is I'll do a whole episode on this because, like I said, I think this is really cool for a lot of people. We call it the 2+2 model. Basically, we give tenants to meet certain criteria, 2 rooms each in a house on a shared tenancy agreement. In that model, you can, in many cases around the country, achieve HMO rents with a single let occupancy setup. So we're doing that in my area because it clearly works, and I don't have to worry about council tax, utility bills, furnishing to a degree, council work schedules, fire safety regulations. Obviously, you do still have to be compliant with fire safety, but not to the extremes of HMO legislation. And the management headache reduces significantly, the maintenance headache reduces significantly. So it's all positives. I mean, you're not even factoring in the time you take to manage these things, as well as the another saving is huge reasons to come away from it. So I'm doing that. Now, people that run HMOs on a different model, I'm sure do it very successfully. I'm not saying don't do HMOs anymore. People that do it high end and can keep the occupancy levels high, brilliant, keep going. But my HMOs were more at the kind of blue collar or tenants claiming benefits. So it's stepping stone accommodation, I used to call it. Safe, clean, functional accommodation to help people stabilise their position and give themselves a platform to grow. That's what the business was always set up for. But when you put lots of people with different issues and baggage and stuff in together, it can create quite almost like a social worker type environment. And we're not social workers. We haven't got the expertise to be social workers. So it creates a headache for the team in able to support these people as well as they need to be supported. So the decision was made to pull away from it. So we're partway through that. I think we've still got maybe 9 or so properties to switch over. So rather than 40 HMOs, I'll say I'm down to 9. I think it's 9. I look at the KPIs. That's quite a significant reduction in HMOs that I have. So and that's hopefully trickling down to the team in terms of the happiness and how it's moving on. So the other thing we're doing is rental uplifts and transferring of council tax liability. That goes in conjunction with this changeover. If you do work in the benefit sector or people on claiming benefits, then you'll realise that the rent is dictated to by LHA rates, local housing allowance, and every April it's normally reviewed. We had a significant uplift in my area come April, so we're partway through the whole administration of getting new tenancy agreements signed, amendments, etc. submitted so that we can realise the increased rent. So that's what we're partway through doing as well. So that's moving forwards. I think we've only got less than 10 uplifts remaining when you consider, tenants. I don't know how many tenants we had. I've lost count, but we've been at over 200 before. I think we're somewhere around 150 marker, maybe a bit less than that now, as we're gradually reducing the HMOs. That will reduce significantly. So I think that's what we had before we started the HMO exit plan. But the number of tenants is going to be reducing. But I do want to say that the HMO exit plan has been structured in a way that we don't evict anybody. Obviously, we can't at the moment with COVID-19, but we're not all about that anyway. We've always been about finding an amicable solution for people. So when people move on, that's when we don't reallocate that void, and we move people around to try and free up a house to take it out of the HMO realms. So bit of update there on the property business. The next one is the property empire business with business partner Jack. There's kind of 3 prongs to that. There's the rent-to-rent portfolio that we're going to be building using the 2+2 model. There's also the coaching side of things, or the builder side of things, which we call it property empire builder, which is helping other people build their own portfolios using low money down strategies. Sorry, I don't like using the word no money down because it's never true, but low money down strategies is definitely true. And I think we took on another client, so it's growing steadily, and considering we're doing this with very little marketing activity, because we're still in the process of transferring all the setup into our new CRM system. The CRM system that we're being onboarded with at the moment is Kartra. A lot of people talk really highly of it. It kind of does everything we need it to do: email marketing, landing page builder, help desk, CRM, hosting our online course, and lots of other things as well. It takes payments as well, so pretty much does everything we need. And I've spent hours and hours and hours researching that, and I've come to the conclusion that Kartra is best for our operation. Might not be for yours, and that's the key question to put in here. Do your research, ask yourself what you need for a piece of software, and then whittle it down gradually to find the software that meets all of the requirements that you're looking for. So partway through that, we've decided on launching an academy product, which will be a very low subscription for people to learn low money down strategies in an online course environment, but also with weekly group webinars. So that will be coming live over the coming weeks, but there's quite a lot of work to be done on that first. we're enhancing the Facebook group to give free education courses in there at the entry level, so to kind of really make people aware of what's possible, but all for free. And the reason we're doing stuff at really low cost and for free is that I'm a strong believer in that you give as much education, much information away for free, because what people choose to do with it is their own prerogative. And rather than give people stuff away and charge for it, sorry, not give stuff away, give people access to information and charge for it, and the success rate might be so low because of procrastination, etc. What we do is we get people to pay for the transformation and the implementation of their lives, as opposed to the information. We give the information away as freely as possible, just covering costs, because we know that lots of people won't be able to make significant changes to their lives. But the ones that pay, who will be coaching clients, we will hold their hand and physically drag them through the implementation and transformation cycle, which is where payment is worth it, and also it keeps our success rate high, client testimonials high, all those type of things. So we're doing that there. The Property Empire Builder stuff, we haven't packaged deals yet, but we have a big flow of deals coming in from existing clients who want to partner with us to sell on their behalf and split the fee. So some amazing deals coming to the table, and a big number of them as well. So it's really, really exciting. So we're actually spending more time putting the sales process in place as opposed to sourcing the deals independently, which is a nice problem to have. So we're working on the sales process side of things as well. And then the Property Empire Holding side of the business, which is going to be where we build our own rent-to-rent portfolio, taking a bit of a back burner because of all the other stuff that's come to the table. So what we do now is we had a planning meeting, and this is really, really important. I've talked about this before, but we've listed all the opportunities, all the projects that we're working on, and we've prioritised them in order of importance. So there's complete clarity now in the team what needs to be focused on first, and what's next, and what's following after that. So it keeps everyone on the same page, which is really cool. Next business, my Runpreneur blog. It's going really well. We're a week in now. Well, I'm 3 weeks in terms of recordings. We've got a 2-week episode buffer, but yeah, we've had been pretty well. First recording was just under 1,500 views, which is the highest I've ever had by a long way, and all the others have been kind of 500-ish, thereabouts average. I think weekends we've had a bit of a dip. Morning. So it's looking at times and evaluating when's best to list. A few issues with the video editing front, but I think we've solved those over the weekend. So hopefully, we were planning on going live on Instagram TV, TikTok and LinkedIn today. Excuse me. But with all the testing and stuff that we need to do first, it's probably going to be another week, which is fine. I've also identified a huge number of Facebook groups that I'll be repurposing the content to on a drip basis to increase the reach further and bring new people into my Facebook profile funnel, which I talked about on a previous episode. So lots of stuff going nicely there. We're just tweaking, measuring, iterating, and really, really positive there. There's potentially bringing in a new part-time member of staff initially to help on the video editing side as the demand and the workload increases. So I've been negotiating a new role. I think I mentioned before about one of my other members of staff leaving. So this new person will be looking at possibly taking on some of that role as well. So huge number of things going on at the moment. I've also had meetings with tax advisors to obviously make sure I'm structured in the correct way, tax efficient way. This is an area that I've been pretty poor at, if I'm being brutally honest with you. My actual bookkeeping side is very systemised, but the actual tax efficiency structure and all the kind of legal aspects, I'm not going to be weak on, but it's messy and I need to tidy it all up. So I'm focusing on that as well at the moment because it's so important to get that right. So pretty much that's what's going on at the moment. I hope you found that useful and you can kind of see the kind of volume of work that I try and get done each week. Our class for the last week is pretty good. I think it could be better, but certainly I've had a lot worse weeks than that, so I'm happy with that. for a week, and I'll be with you again next week and give you a more detailed update on where we are. So I'm just going past dog walker. Morning. So yeah, as always, any comments, please comment and like. It helps with the reach, getting in front of more people if you think this stuff helps. And you'll be noticing in the future, I'm doing more and more episodes based on requests from people. So if you have a request, put a comment in. I guarantee it will be added to the content plan. And I guarantee you I will do an episode on answering it. So don't miss that opportunity, or I'll try and answer it, I'll give you my opinion at least. Share it as well if you think it's good. I'm really trying to grow this, and you know, it's my social experiment to see what type of following and what type of difference that it can make to people. I've had some amazing feedback from people who have started running from seeing me doing it, focused more on exercise from seeing me doing it, focused on changing parts of the business, which is exactly the reason I'm doing it. So I'm so grateful to be actually hopefully helping a few people. So that's all my rambling for today. Thanks for listening as always, and I will speak to you on the next episode.